Well, good hump day to ya. It's Dan. I want to welcome you to my home, the Sticks. I hope everybody's having a good Wednesday. But I'm here to tell you over here in East Central Mississippi, we in the middle 70s right now. Quite nice to be outside. Before we get started on today's video, I always like to mention that if you are new to the channel, I want to welcome you. And if you return and just see what old Dan's got going on over here, I sure enough thank you for coming back. But what I want to share with you and y'all today is we're going to do us a little review on something that I've been using here for a little over a month. Give me a second. That's what I'm fitting to show you. Well, look at there. What in the fartell is that, Dan? Well, that there is a black+decker 0.9 cubic foot portable washing machine, model number BPWM09W. All right, Dan, okay, this is out of the ordinary. Yes, it is. But the thing about it is I had to make quite a few decisions in the last couple of months. I didn't have a washer and dryer, and I actually refused to go to the local laundromats because, I don't know, bunches of people wash their clothes in the washing machines and they use the dryers. And with the current situation we have going on right now, it's like, nah, that's something I'm not gonna even chance. Dan, what are you gonna do? I thought, well, I'll just buy another washer and dryer. But after thinking about it, why? Why do I need a full-size washing machine? Why do I need a full-size dryer? I just don't have a lot of clothes that I have to wash. Now I figured, okay, do I want to go and spend $1,000 on a washing machine? Which means I'm going to have to plumb it, drill holes in the wall for the output for the water, or for where the water goes out of the washing machine. I'm going to have to connect that into the septic tank. Do I want to do all of that? Nah, I didn't. This is where this comes into play. I left this sticker on here on purpose, and this is the energy guide. If you run this washing machine in normal mode, you're going to spend roughly $3 a year to run this machine. Now, there are a bunch of videos on YouTube about this black+decker portable washing machine. I've watched quite a few of them, read tons of comments on Amazon, where I actually purchased this thing from. Most of the folks that commented on this machine commented on when they got it, when it was shipped to them, that it was damaged, and also the hose that actually feeds water into the washing machine, it has to connect to something, most likely going to be a kitchen sink or something like that, but they had problems with the fittings on the hose itself. I will say myself, I did not have any of those problems. When I received my washing machine, it was shipped from Amazon, got it from UPS, I had zero damage at all, and it was packaged rather nicely. As far as the fitting for the sink, I haven't had any problems with that either. Here is the actual piece that screws onto my faucet. And I might have said sink, but I meant to say faucet. Faucet actually has a strain on inside. It has a charcoal filter, so it unscrews off. Here is the one that goes with the washing machine, and it screws on. Just that easy. So I didn't have to buy any adapters to make this fit with this. This piece is actually threaded on the outside and the inside, and it actually has a washer in there as well. So we'll screw that back on. Now what I'm going to do in this video is all of the videos that I watched, and I watched quite a few. Most of the folks that reviewed this washing machine, yeah, they threw, I don't know, a bath towel in there and a pair of socks, and yeah, it works great. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I normally wash in mine. Now granted, I've been using this washing machine for a little over a month, and this is kind of like a semi-review just to give you my thoughts on it. But I'm going to run this thing for a good solid year before I could actually, show enough, do a review video on this black+decker portable washing machine. So let's get to hooking it up, and I'll show you some of the functions that it has, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, we've got the thing plugged in, and it is a 110. I got the discharge hose going into my sink in my shop. Got a little towel right here just to hold it in place. We're going to take the fill hose that actually sends the water into, and this thing's got a kind of like a quick connect type thing. We'll put that onto the faucet and lock it in place. I think it is in place. There we go. We're going to turn the water on. Now basically we good to go now. The only thing we have to do is add in the clothes and the washing detergent. But before we do that, let's look at the settings. And we'll turn it on. This thing's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 settings on it. A pause button, and of course your on and off. I don't really run this thing in heavy, but the thing to note is if you run this machine in the heavy mode, you can actually tell it how many minutes you want the machine to wash, up to 15 if I'm not mistaken, how many times it'll rinse, up to I think 4 times. It'll rinse 4 times, and you can also control how long the machine will spin. So now we're not gonna, those are just the functions on the heavy setting. We're gonna go to the normal setting, and what you will notice is these buttons being wash, rinse, and spin are all negated. You can't use them because it is preset, 41 minutes. The one thing that you can control in all of these settings is how big of a load you are washing. 1 being small, 2 being medium, 3 being large. We're going to leave it on large. And it goes back to 41 minutes. So in normal mode, this machine will run for 41 minutes. So let's get to loading this thing up and we're going to rock on. Let me show you what it'll do. I like using these Tide Pods, so we're going to throw 2 of those in there. I got 1 long sleeve shirt. So that's 2 shirts, 3 shirts, 4 shirts, 5 shirts, 2 pairs of boxers, 6, 7 shirts, and let's see, 2 pairs of socks. That's what I'm washing in mine. Close the lid. We're going to hit start, and now the drum is going to get filled with water. All right, now that joke is starting to get its wash on. While we're standing here, I actually have my little washing machine sitting on a furniture dolly. I had an extra one of these, and just so I could roll it around and get it to what I need, where I need it to be. This timer is going to count down while it washes. So once it starts draining off and spinning, I'll turn this camera back on and show you what it do. All right, the washing machine has finished its washing cycle. Now this thing's draining off, and I'm going to show you how well and how balanced this machine is and how fast it spins on the spin cycle. I mean, it really takes all of the water out. Here we go. And this machine is not shaking, moving, jolting, doing anything like that. We'll bring you back when it's time for the rinse cycle. Damn, what did that thing cost? I bought this washing machine off of Amazon. It was $235 with tax and free shipping. I want to say that I ordered it on September 25th maybe, and 4 days later it was sitting at the door of my shop. A note on this machine, you can only use cold water on this machine. I haven't varied from that. I don't really wash anything in hot water. I use all cold water. So that's something to take into consideration as well if you want to look into something, a washing machine such as this. All right, we filling back up now. We're going to run a rinse cycle, and then it's going to spin again. And then once it gets done, I'll show you dang near how dry the clothes are after it finishes spinning. We're going to give it another 23 minutes, and then I'll show you what the clothes look like, and also show you, I don't know if you can see it, but there's that square looking thing right there. I'll tell you what that is. Well, we are in the final spin mode in this program. We got less than a minute left, and I'm here to tell you that joke is spinning. What I failed to mention is there are 5 programs on this machine, one of which is customizable and the other 4 are not. You have a heavy mode, a gentle mode, normal mode, a rapid mode, and a soak mode. So I didn't bring that up, worth mentioning. And this machine should make some type of noise once it is finished. there we go. Let's take a look at what we got here. The amount of time that it spends, yeah, these clothes won't take long to dry. That is for dang sure. This machine actually has a lint trap that is actually built into the side of the drum. So you open this guy up, and that's where your lint is caught at. You should clean this out every time you use the machine. I don't remember what the instructions say to clean it out, but I clean it out every time I use the machine. I'll wash some clothes. Folds up like that, and it just snaps into place. Dan, how do you dry your clothes? Well, I'm sorry, that's gonna be for another video. Well, there you have it. That's how old Dan washes his clothes over here at the Home in the Sticks. Again, I am an army of one. I don't have a lot of clothes to wash, but I wanted to show you that Black+Decker portable washing machine just to give you or show you how the machine works and what it'll do. It's perfect for just one person or maybe a college student, or if you want an extra washing machine that's portable that you can move around. This is the way to go. After a month of use, I have nothing bad to say about the machine. Of course, there's going to be some pros and cons, but the one thing that you have to remember is it is a 0.9 cubic foot washer. It's just not a full-size washing machine, so you can't load that thing up. You gotta go in small steps. I've showed you what I washed in mine. A lot of the videos that I've seen, people wash maybe a sheet and a pair of socks. No, I'm going to show you what I actually wash in mine. 8 shirts, 2 pairs of boxers, and 3 pairs of socks. And you saw it washing. Couldn't be more happier with the purchase on this. So again, I hope everybody's having a show enough good Wednesday, and I hope y'all being safe amid this crisis that we still have going on. If y'all like this video, go on and give it a thumbs up, they help. If you haven't subscribed to the Home in the Sticks channel, Lord of mercy, y'all need to come on over here, give old Dan a look, because I'm always doing stuff, like washing clothes. With that being said, you know it's coming. Dan Referee sure enough, always gonna say it. Don't let nobody dull your shine. And I mean nobody. You sure enough get your shine on, be you. And Dan will see you and y'all in the next video.